Welcome back to the ESL Pro League Matchday number 8 North America B Stream Division, all of the things.
Yes.
I'm going to get that more and more out of order each time because I find that amusing. But we are halfway through our second series of the day, our second pair of games. We're in Renegades versus INTZ at the moment. Renegades did take out map number 1 on Inferno, 11-4 first half, 16-10 I believe was the score for them overall. Now we're moving into Dust2.
Yeah, and that's a Renegade specialty. I feel like outside of Inferno, which is a map that they have a lot of success on, I feel like Dust2 is the other one that they are really pushing. It's a map that they played a lot of, even into their first couple of games with this new lineup and stuff like that. Dust2 is the map that they've really gone towards, as well as Inferno. So I haven't seen INTZ play it yet. We'll see how it really goes for them, I suppose.
Renegades, yeah, moving to Dust2. I think they should have a pretty good time. They'll certainly be looking to be all they can be with the help of MSI, of course. But coming into Dust2, I feel like this should be, like you said, a pretty good game for them. It's always one that the Australian teams have had a pretty good time on historically. I mean, the OCE special really has always been like Dust2 Cage Mirage sort of deal. So this should be a pretty good time for Renegades.
I feel like Dust2 is more of something that came along later on. Like when Dust2 first came out, it was more sort of your nuke and stuff like that being played at the top level. But yeah, definitely your caches and mirages. I don't know. Those are decent maps for Renegades as well, but their map pool obviously a little bit different than the rest of the Australian boys, as they're a little bit further removed from some of that domestic competition. Unfortunately, we're going to have to see them come back down under a little bit more now that the whole minor system has changed, which is probably, I don't know, I think that's for the best in terms of the whole scene itself. But for Renegades, maybe we'll see, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else will get to scrim them for a little while they're back. So I guess that's something, that could... I'm gonna say, a few more times. I think that'll help. It'll bring the whole scene.
You gotta hedge your statements, Tim, because the truth is that you don't really know a whole lot of anything. So you gotta just say.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you are putting me in the bin now, Pilly, while the world is watching. I really appreciate that one. But with an Intel processor, the world can watch you too. Game, stream, record with no compromise.
Yeah, what a lens to be watching through, all that processing power. Definitely going to be more functional than my brain at this time in the morning, so...
Isn't it? Is it?
I think we're past midday, the midday
it's
point. Yeah, we well and truly are.
I had to check.
Still modding for me, we're on gamer time here.
Gamer time.
Even the early,
gamer time, it's always morning,
PMs,
even when it's not morning.
Yeah, even the early PMs are pretty rough ones.
Well, I mean, technically it's morning because most people aren't awake yet. So when you wake up, it's by default morning, right?
No, that's not really what the definition of that is.
Put me in the bin again.
That's okay.
And I don't even have a well-timed plug to save me from it this time.
Are you excited for this game, Tim?
I am, actually. It's I've watched a bit of the new Renegades lineup, but I haven't cast that much of them before. Yep. So it's fun to watch that. And I mean, there's certainly some promise there. We've seen a lot of these players in more experienced lineups. Certainly Phelps has been a major champion multiple times with that old SK core. So there's still a lot of promise there in the Brazilian lineup. And Brazilian CS is always fun to watch ever since Fallen and all the rest of them really brought it to prominence a couple of years back. Yeah. It's always something different. It's good fun.
I feel like this has got to be one of the rougher seasons that we've seen in terms of how Brazilian CS is really going at the moment, unfortunately. Seeing a little bit of a rise in some of the other regions and stuff like that in terms of the talent coming up and whatnot. So
but we also have 3 Brazilian teams on the go now with MIBR, who are technically still Brazilian, then Luminosity, and also INTZ on the go. So it's always just been in previous seasons, as far as I can remember, it's just been SK and Luminosity, or the SK core and Luminosity, and now there's a 3rd team on the go as well. Well,
I mean, you wouldn't be too surprised about that, to be honest, to see how much, how the system in terms of just qualifying for the Pro League and staying in it or whatever, saw a lot of Brazilian teams come over to, North America and make their way through MDL or whatever, to try and get into the main of the league or whatever, the top league. So for them to not get relegated back down is pretty much the key factor of all that stuff.
Well, having a look at the odds here quickly, looks like, again, it's slightly favoured towards Renegades. We did see halfway through that last map that those odds shifted dramatically to be 7.5 to 1 or something like that INTZ would come away with the victory. So looks like people are still favouring Renegades, not by as much though. But look, we'll see. What are you feeling coming into Dust2?
Oh, easy for Renegades. I feel like very easy. Probably single digits for INTZ, I would imagine. I feel like the amount of rounds will directly correlate to how many big plays the individuals make.
Okay, 1 round per play?
No, sometimes more, depending on how the economy boils down.
That's true.
That's the beauty of Counter-Strike. It's not a lot about the shooty. Sometimes it's about the savey.
Spendy. All right, well, moving into Dust 2 for our
There is
fourth.
someone who's just in the chat. I hate these casters. Please make it stop.
Hey, to that
Someone
person,
just smash that
to
mute
that
button.
person, me too.
That's okay. You can't hate me more than I hate myself.
Oh. I feel bad. I've got to hug you later. All right, Dust 2, let's go.
Look forward to it. Let's see what the pistol is from Renegades. Going to be a quick one towards long. So potential for them to throw those two smokes, I would imagine. The one towards CT, the other one towards short, and then they head up long.
They've got JKS on the buffed by.
Yep.
Pistol, P250 and armor.
Oh my god, I just
over.
realized where the raid boss has been. Oh, they're actually going to do the close smokes on the cross. Interesting.
I'm very interested. Going to be a push up through A long. No one's actually there to stop it. There is that player on short peeking out, but despite all the spam coming through, KNG is going to catch a dink, so he'll have to fall back. Sooner or later, INTZ will realize that there's no pressure coming from anywhere else on the map, but bomb is down. Only one kit. It's on Horvey.
They've already lost a man trying to come back into the bomb side, haven't they?
They have indeed. 2 players from CT, 2 from short. CT players getting closer, but Liaz will find a good timed peek. Here comes Horvey, though, coming up. It's one, but there's the bomb down. Trades go every which way.
Crossfire is too strong.
It's all on KNG here. 21 HP, the kit not in his possession. He's going to have to fall off.
Gonna save that armor.
Armor.
Maybe he can buy a scout next round with it, or maybe he'll just save.
Very possible. Could do all of these things.
Maybe he'll just kill everyone with the USP.
He's not Havoc. Come on, man. I don't think we're ever going to see that again. Not against the full buy, at least. But let's see. Should indeed be the save here from INTZ. Care of that extra money coming into their accounts.
Good old clinky sounds of the knives at the start of the round. My favourite.
Is it? What if it's not your favourite and you're lying to me?
I've been known to be a little bit dishonest in the past.
What a good thing to admit on stream.
No one's perfect here.
This is true. Jacob's going to get a kill and catch a heavy dink, but here comes the AKs to clean it up. There you go.
I once told Kevin I was a very good Counter-Strike player, Tim.
That's such a cruel lie to tell.
I know. He believed me.
Ouch. KNG, the soul-saving player, still has that bit of armor, but JCam is lying in wait. Admittedly, he's tagged, so one headshot from that USP will do it, but JCam spotted him now. It's an easy frag. There we go. Spray down comes in for the MP5. Good bit of money.
I love how the gun's so new, he's not really 100% sure how to control the recoil, so
It's
he just kind of
MP7.
puts it around his kneecaps and just like holds his
MP7
M1.
spray. Just do the MP7.
Just do the MP7 dance.
Admittedly, I thought the same thing when I said do the MP7, but like, it's okay. All is well. INTZ going to go into the third round by now. No kits. Going for full head armor, scared of that SMG. Very limited utility as well.
Well-timed smoke is off the fact that that mid player does actually spot those guys running down the suicide alley. And this time it was not the suicide alley. It was the very good map control alley. As they try to take short here. They've spammed cello down very, very low. And there's not much utility left for INTZ, so I'd like to see them take some gunfights. Due to the fact that they probably won't win this round later on.
Going to get caught out looking the wrong way. Well timed from KNG. He's going to put his team in an advantageous position. And in the meantime, INTZ have pushed up a B. They know exactly where this hit's coming from now. They've cleared out everything. They're even going to send Zand round through T-spawn. Renegades need to move very, very soon or else they're going to be caught out. There's JKS down for free. And all of INTZ can now go look at long.
They're dropping down. Here we go. They're all parachuting in.
There's the smokes, but there's the flashbangs. Through the smokes they go. Renegades managed to recover it just about. There's 2 quick kills for Liaz, but still a 2 versus 3.
Very
Get this
winnable.
bomb down here.
Feel like going out long late round. Oh my lord, never mind. Hello,
Easy
Phelps.
boost.
Did you guys know I've been in some majors? I did, Phelps. I remember.
I thought you meant yourself for a second. I was like, pardon?
Haha, I wish.
So well done from INTZ. They had a very good handle on that round the whole time. The aggression worked out well for them to get all the info that they needed.
Yep.
JKS caught napping around mid.
Yep.
Renegades will be able to buy in here, but that's a crucial one for INTZ given that they had guns but almost no utility, and that They spent everything that they had. Now they've got a chance to get back into this map early.
It's going to be a slow one from Renegades. Plenty of utility on the side of INTZ, contrary to last round. See what the play is going to be from Renegades. A couple of players heading up mid, probably going to try to make Jacob able to head out mid doors or up catwalk. They will take the catwalk control. KNG is there. He's actually got a rifle. He's waiting for the counter flash to come out from his teammate. There it is. Not the best.
As well. A little bit deeper. Gonna go for the dry peek anyway, but we'll get away alive. Doesn't drop the molly 'cause his teammate drops the smoke.
Pretty ballsy.
They do have Horvey all the way down long though, holding that, so that does allow them to have these two players stacked up on A, waiting for this short push.
Let's see the execute. You got the short control, now you can throw the execute. This is something that you see a lot from teams like Big and Mouse Sports. They just literally sit in cat and wait for all of the utility to be gone from the CT team, and then they do their thing.
This is a great spot to be in though. The CT's so close. It's Cello who's right next to this, but he's going to hear that they're falling back. He knows it's just as of spamming here. He'll get this info really early, and as a result, Phelps is going to try and fall back inside B, but he's going to get spammed down. No, he doesn't. Now Zand, incredibly tough situation for him. Goes for the one in tunnels and will grab that, but surely will be overrun. It's Grat to find it. 2 versus 3. The tunnels flank coming very, very quickly, but the bomb can go down. 8 seconds left, but it will work out. Here comes Cello though, finds one, and he's able to fall back. The bomb only very freshly planted. That grenade's going to do to Cello. No, it won't. Puts him on 3 HP, but the play has to be Horvey now. Surely has to be Horvey here as he can't get them through this door yet. Smoke's still down, flashbang's in, but these players cannot move. Renegades starting to crunch in on this bomb site. Grat's given the first kill. Gonna spin around and look for the other one and just spam straight through the box, because you can do that if you're Gratisfaction. Doesn't even peek. Cello on 3 HP. It's an easy cleanup. Third round on the board for the Renegades.
And that's going to be bad news for INTZ's economy. At least 2 of them on a double save. Renegades economy not doing too crash hot either, so the more kills they can get with the pistols, the better. The closer the game will end up being. Just some anti-eco things happening for Renegades. Pretty quick into lower there.
Will they be caught out by this crouch walk cat push? Second question, did JKS spot that? Oh dear. Jake has spotted all of this now. This is going to be shooting fish in a barrel for him. Has to fall back though, doesn't want to get too hasty. Ooh, now they're trying to push him, but he's still managing to do work here. Out of ammo, but he's bought enough time. His team moving out A long. He'll grab the bomb and go join them. JKS rotating around will make sure they aren't being flanked. And that's going to give them full access over this A bomb site and freedom to get the bomb down. And actually in a good position to potentially catch out JKS and will hit the dink. Actually, it's Phelps from the flank through T-spawn that'll finish that off. That's an AK in their hands. The bomb down for Renegades, and INTZ most likely just going to want to save this gun.
Definitely will help out due to how low the money is on some of these INTZ players, but I don't even know. I suppose it would encourage the buy, really, wouldn't it? Even though Horvey might struggle to buy equivalent amounts of things to the rest of his team. It's okay to have one guy who's just got to do it with a SMG or a pistol or a lack of utility. As long as he plays a position that is adequate to those kind of things, working out okay, I suppose. Clean round for Renegades is what you want to see, though. Only 1 gun lost.
Exactly that. Here comes another buy here for INTZ, but Horvey's going to be limited to a UMP. They do get some decent guns together, but the utility is a bit limited. No head armor, not that it matters, but no head armor on 3 of those players. 0 kits in any of them, so if Renegades can get the bomb down, their chances of winning this round go up exponentially. They've got to do that first, but in the meantime, INTZ using a fair bit of utility early on, and they need to. Horvey with just the UMP has to play close. He's got to be somewhere where he can do the damage with that SMG. So they've used a bit of utility to get him close to long and across into the corner. See how well this is going to work. Renegades just boosting a player up in the box there. And it looks like this is where they will wait for now. Horby determined to wait for the flash. Jacob determined to wait for the push. I think they might have spotted that cross before. I'm not sure, but maybe not. They're going to flash out. Will he check this corner? Horby, so many players in front of him, but only the one and traded. Could have been worse.
1-for-1's not too bad. We're seeing Phelps run up top mid though as a reaction to the long control being taken. JKS still is in uppers. He'll be able to throw some utility into the B-bomb site if he needs to, but Phelps can hear plenty of players over towards long here for Renegades, and he might even be able to win this round for his team.
There's the 2 quick headshots that he needed. Bomb down as well. Renegades in a very tough situation here. Phelps, those are some of the more traditional, I suppose, Phelps, very aggro plays that we saw having so much success for him when we've seen him on international rosters. Satisfaction and JKS now. A lot of work to do and no time to do it in. Both going to hole up and go for the save.
Nice to see. INTZ really putting up a fight on Dust2 here. I did not want to see a one-sided game, but I will admit that's what I expected. Not good for Cello to lose his gun. The CT economy can be so fickle. Really good money here for Renegades though, despite losing that one. Even due to timing out, they will be able to buy on all of their players and get straight back into the swing of things on this round. Decent amount of damage is really going to start to hinder the CT economy as well, so potential for Renegades to really get on top of INTZ here if they do come away with this one.
Let's see then what the change up from Renegades is. They've been putting a lot of presence over towards long, and last round it did expose into that push from Phelps. This time they immediately go for more of a default, putting quite a bit of emphasis on mid. Spotting towards short as well. Jacob fires a bullet off just to warn them back. Molotov to allow himself up onto Xbox where they still want to go short, but there's multiple players here. Gonna need to be a flash in here for these guys. Cello drop the smoke to buy time, but Jacob there on the entry. Horby.
Wow. Renegades in 2 different pages there. Azza goes straight through it. Jacob runs away after getting the pick.
Smoke going to slow them down once again here. Molly also getting extinguished by that smoke, so INTZ lose a couple $100 on that one. 4v4. Both players going towards long. This is where Liaz might go on this backstab, so they can get up short. All they've got to do is get rid of KNG, then Liaz can come through maybe long and help them out.
CTs are very split up here. KNG probably just going to play retake from that car position. Plenty of utility to be able to really limit the amount of picks that KNG can get with this ult before Renegades makes it to the bomb site, but the flashes are non-existent. Jacob doesn't even throw either of his, he just tries to get to the bomb site, and KNG, very on point, hits both of those shots 2 from 2. I've seen plenty of Dust2 games though where a 2v4 can go the way of the T's in this post-plant scenario from short.
Grab being tagged, that doesn't help though.
Definitely not.
2 versus 4, lots of players coming in. Lots coming in through long, so a good chance for Grat. There's the first, but he's about to be under a lot of pressure from ramp. Needs to look at it, needs to check it, doesn't do so in time. And now JKS.
Coming in from CT, really.
Made his way down into CT where they are not yet looking. The defuse is already happening though, and Phelps going to be good to win that battle. They'll be able to save an AWP out of this, even 2 if they want 1, but they decide to go for the double AK instead. Big round to win from INTZ. That's going to pretty much tie up the score here. Let's have a look at this from KNG as well. Good discipline, nice, easy, quick flicks, and as you say, no utility to really hold him back. Renegade's going to go for the Deagles. This should give a pretty free berth for INTZ to make this one 4-4 on the second map of their series with Renegades.
Yeah, definitely making a good run of things. They're pushing Renegades to have to try to really earn these rounds rather than just sort of autopilot their way through the T side of Dust2. And Renegades might be in the lead, but INTZ are making it very difficult for them. Starting to really build up their money if they don't lose too many picks at the Deagles in this round.
There's one from Leaz getting rid of Phelps. It's a good start.
Still 4 Deagulers alive. Not a whole lot of damaging nades left on the CTs is going to mean that there's potential there for the Renegades to hit some 1Deags if the aim doors do come out.
Horvey, though, on a big flank. Worked his way out through long, coming in the top mid. The kill on Grat is easy as you like. And that's pretty much lined up, but these guys have to be over towards B. There's still only one player there if they can find him, but Zand, all too easy. Sprays down all three with quick headshots.
Yep.
Not a chance for Renegades.
Zand, usually the small side anchor for this INTZ team, does quite a good job of it. Just playing his role, getting the work done that nobody else wants to do. Allowing your strong fraggers like your Cello and your Phelps and your KNG to maybe play the more rotating kind of roles and take over the game. Grat versus KNG, cheeky peek from Grat, very cheeky.
Very much so. I was waiting to see how that one went. Grat managed to come up with the better of it. Once again, this double push in through short. INTZ have been doing this a fair bit. JKS not looking at it, about to be caught out. Very off guard indeed. Cello finds that one immediately. We'll be able to drop a smoke and fall back as well. This short control has been something that's been a big priority for INTZ, and it's worked out pretty well for them. They've got at least a kill from it pretty much every round here. Great shot from Jacob, though. Will he be able to get any more done as Leaz goes fast up through ramp, through a Molotov, misses the chance though. Cello locking it down. 3v2 though. It's all on Cello here trying to hold down this A-bomb side. He's done very well indeed. Can't quite find the final kill, but the trade not yet there. Zand already going for a flank up through long, but Gratisfaction's going to make it here just in time, I think.
I don't think they're going to expect him to come so fast behind.
They certainly won't. This is an opportunity, but surely Azza won't stay alive there for long. And that's just going to give Grat the opportunity to plant safely for short and get away over there before Zand can push. But instead, no, goes for the flash. Wants to take the peek himself, hits the leg. Now goes out with the Glock, and that will be the finish for Gratisfaction. 5 rounds to 4. Still a very close game.
Still enough money to be able to buy over on the CTs. Cello can probably jump one over to Phelps. Buys up an AUG. There you go. Decent buy still. No AUB this time, but that might be for the best because that AUB duel definitely didn't go the way of KNG last round.
Certainly didn't. Talk to me about the AUG quickly. What do you think?
I think it's pretty comparable to an M4. Obviously, the movement speed is the big difference between the two weapons, and the AUG being a bit more of a sort of turret gun. So, I mean, I'm not convinced that it's necessarily going to be the better choice than the M4A4. I honestly think with the way that CSGO kind of functions as your sort of strafey, shooty movement kind of game, as opposed to you just sit and turret on a CT angle like a 1.6 or something like that. It's probably just better to have an A4 with the extra movement speed, in my opinion, but each to their own, I suppose. Varies from situation to situation. I personally just prefer the ability to slide around on ice skates better.
Is there a rollerblade item in this game now?
I guess so.
That'd be fun. Be ridiculous, but it'd be fun. Either way, Renegade's going to line up for a short execute here. The last time they tried this, they did get pushed. And they knew it was the only place, or CTs knew it was the only place they could be coming from. Not this time. KNG, though, has avoided all of the flashbangs and sprayed down one, and good damage to another, but Jacob with the trade. Fully able to stop it. Cello quick up short, though, and we'll get one before Grat trades it. Looking better for Renegades here as they have managed to hit these shots, but certainly INTZ still in with a chance. Phelps already working his way up through ramp to that molly, not going to touch him. Splits him up from Zand for now, but Phelps is going to try and make the play using the unexpected positioning that he thinks he has.
Azza is a wizard at the boxes here. It's going to be pretty hard for the CTs to be able to flush this out. Horvy's probably going to have to drop his molly on short. He does indeed. So Horvy's ready for the peek from Azza. Oh, he actually reels it. Wow. If he doesn't hit that headshot right at that time, that's actually going to be an INTZ round. So huge work from Azza. Massive impact kill there.
That'll be Zand going to save. Keep that AUG alive, but 6-4 now. Renegades starting to pull away once again. The money in the bin here for INTZ, so it's going to have to be a gigantic play out of that AUG from Zand if they want to have a hope in this round. Or, you know, they could just pistol everyone. Whatever works, to be honest. We've seen it way too many times.
Indeed.
Going to go for the smoke mid and stack A. Or not. I lied to you. They're going to go B anyway.
Unbelievable, Tim. How dare you?
Soz.
About as a sincere apology as you're going to get in today's day and age.
Well, for this, yes. If I'd actually done something wrong, I maybe would actually apologize. But in this case, I messed up. So they're choosing to use that AUG to boost up on short, and here comes the A stack now. Renegades are out through long, so want to be careful here.
Renegades want a clean one here. You look at their money. It's not great. Don't want to be losing too many of these shitty weapons. Actually going to head back into T-spawn, rotate around to B after taking control of long.
I'll leave Jacob here to hold onto that for them, and I think they've made the correct call here. They haven't seen any of the stack yet, but they suspect. And that suspicion will be enough to get them a clean round here. Jacob, ideally, will get a few of these pistols before he goes down. But even if he does just straight up fall, I mean, he's actually the one with the least money, so this is pretty risky. But did he not spot the silencer there? Obviously not, and Zan's going to destroy him.
He doesn't see a lot of these other guys, though, but Renegades, I mean, you don't want to run all the way around the map.
Yeah, now they know B is clear now, so they're just going to go straight for that plant. Not in default, though, because the teammates Molly hit it, but that's all right. CD is going to go for this. They do just have the USPs. Most likely the AUG and the AK will save, and they'll send the rest of them in to try and do the damage. Great. Spots out one. There's another one here, though, but he's going to hit the flick onto KNG. We'll get stuck out in uppers, though. We'll be able to get it done spamming through with that USP. So 3 versus 4 now.
It's getting
Still
expensive.
2 guns in hand. Exactly. It is doing just that. AWP already down. As not a good fight to be taken. He saw that smoke come from the left. New one was on the right. This is actually really risky indeed. That bomb is ticking quite fast, so this should still be a 1 round for Renegades, but how expensive will it be? Very, as it turns out, great damage from Cello coming in. He's going to get pretty much both. Goes for the knife kill, won't land it, but JKS is dead. All 5 guns fall, and INTZ save 2.
One of them being an AWP. Huge. I mean, Renegades has the round count, but economy, I would say, just sort of swung back in the favour of INTZ.
Economy is a bit of a no at the moment. They don't really have any.
Yeah. Or no. And they really expected Renegades to go for that long control this round. So now KNG's already zoomed his way over to Guardian. Try and get a pick.
He's a zoomer.
Oh, he's a zoomer in multiple ways.
Got a zoom gun.
Got a zoom feats.
He's a zoom feats. Oof. Gets
Got a
the timing
zoom
kill,
reactions.
though, on to Jacob. And the zoom feats. Actually, this time not fast enough. Az is going to catch him out.
That's a classic Azza.
What, hold W and catch out the guy from the trade?
Yeah, that's like a CS source in a pug Azza.
Grat jumped over the box, caught a dink, and then gets naded. Ouch. Ooh. Alright, JKS goes out B by himself. Bomb goes down on A, but 2v3. Azza and Leaz with a lot of work to do here.
I rate the Leaz in the 2-on-3. There's one.
Excellent shot. There's 2. You called it. Great hold from Leaz, and Az is able to clean up the last one. So 8 rounds now for Renegades. They're still being close, but they've pulled off a nice little lead here now. They've forced INTZ onto a subpar buy. Pistol buy, really, at best, given where the money of a few of their players is at.
Yeah, with how well they did in that last pistoling round, though, it's only going to be a single save rather than a full resetty spaghetti.
You and your spaghetti, again.
Yeah.
Oof. Phelps catches a big tag there, but KNG with the forced AWP.
The thing,
Big investment, but it works.
I mean, is one pick that gives you $100 when your money's low, calling it working?
If it wins you the round, yes. It's not a good thing from financial gain, obviously, but if you can win a round based off it.
If he saves it, it's alright.
Well, he's playing closer on site with the Eagle. This can certainly work. Got to be careful here as he's found one headshot in a second. Great flick from Horvey. JKS eventually there with the trade, but again, this round is way too expensive. Even if they win this 2 versus 4, it's still just too much gone. And KNG going to win the fight against Grad as well. It's only the JKS 1 versus 4. These rounds are just going so poorly for the Renegades. They've got to be winning these, and Zan's going to run in with the CZ. Going to be able to save a bunch of guns too.
On plant.
Ouch.
Let's have a look at the money for Azza and JKS and Grat. Is it going to be a single save? Are they going to go by AK? Single save, probably.
Got to give a chance for Liaz and Jacob to get some money back, but
They are
that's
only
going to
saving
be
for last, though, so maybe
yeah,
it will be the
that's true.
force. I'd like to see a quick mid to B come out of Renegades, to be honest.
You reckon INTZ's mid is weak?
Yee.
Well, I mean, they are only playing like one guy on B most of the time, so if you do it fast enough, you can probably get out and exploit that guy. They've got double AWP out.
Or maybe Xand will just kill them all.
This is also a distinct possibility.
I mean, we're playing Dust2. There's plenty of sand around. He's in his natural environment.
It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. It's all over Dust2. Flashbang out going to be way too deep. KNG, time of his life. Corby, also time of his life. That's an easy shutdown. JKS 1v5 this time, up from the 1v4.
See if he's the chosen one, and he can restore balance to the economy.
He has the high ground. But this time, KNG has the better line. Don't think that's how the movies went, but sure. That said, though, that's the last round of the half coming in now. Renegades have saved just for this. They're going to be going for the buy. 3 AKs, a WP. Liaz will buy a fourth and some util behind it. There it is. And as for INTZ, look back to a single AWP now. It's actually a big thing with that kill coming in for the Deagle there of JKS, is that he does deny them one AWP, because they had two. Now they're locked down to one.
I think it's sitting in spawn.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, actually, Zan's got 6k. There's no way that doesn't work.
Yeah. There's an AWP sitting in spawn,
okay,
if they ever want to pick it up.
In case someone decides to like get an AWP 1v5 or something. Two players here on short, and they're not ready for it once again. Horvey grabs two. JKS, quick on the trade. Three versus three straight away, and Grat.
What?
Over flicks, couldn't decide which one to shoot at. Now stuck in the corner while his teammates throw some util to get him out of that sticky situation. Really wants a frag here. Hits the tag, not the bag, hits a quick scope. Through the flashbang, Phelps tagged low, does get one. There's the other AWP in spawn, thank you MC. 2v2 though. Ooh, JKS didn't quite see him, but Liaz is going to spot the angle, and now Phelps, 11 HP.
Liaz and JKS in the 2-on-2, terrifying stuff. Not something you want to be dealing with.
Certainly not, especially when Phelps hasn't seen where that grenade came from, so he can't lock down Liaz. And that will be the 9-6 for the Renegades as they move into their CT half.
Pretty competitive game. Could go either way from here. Pistol's not really going to matter. Always helps to get off to a nice start, but could be seeing more back and forth action further into this game. INTZ looking pretty nice, pretty proactive on their CT side, but you do have to say, seemed like a little sloppy from Renegades at times in terms of closing it out against pistols, and it never felt like they got their economy rolling, even if they were able to string rounds together.
So have a look at those odds. Once again, sliding slightly more in Renegades' favor as we do get through the half, but it's nowhere near as drastic of a change as it was halfway through the first map of this second series.
They literally are odds. They're not even numbers.
This is the observational skills that I keep you around for, Pilly. This
I have
why you're
eyes.
here. Well done. Well done, good sir. Thank you for giving yourself a fairy clap. Because I wasn't going to do it.
Unbelievable. Thought you were here to support me. Ooh, a good old Rush B. Haha, funny jokes about Russians.
Where did that come from for Horvey? Was that a dink?
Yeah, it's just a...
Is that up mid? Does USP do that little damage at range? I thought they were like 95.
Yep. No.
Okay.
No, Jim. Don't be silly, young man.
See, what you do is you buy a P250 because it's better. All right, Rush B, smoke down. JKS going to start spamming. No, he's not. He's actually going to let them out. He is still playing at the back of site, though, and here's Azza. Nice quick frag, spots the bomb. They know it's coming. JKS now getting involved from the back of bomb site. Nice, easy taps. It's all down to KNG already as Grat's found one. KNG's actually made this one work, but Grat charging in behind on the Glock. Going to get taken down. KNG making this one expensive. It's a full 1v5. He gets 3, but JKS, 3 kills of his own from the back plat, managing to shut it down.
Those were some hell good counter flashes from Renegades. So many blind terrorists.
5 blind terrorists doesn't have quite the same ring as 3 blind mice, but it's a similar concept.
And far less dangerous than in real life.
Yeah, I
as far as
suppose.
terrorism goes.
No. I don't really know how far terrorism goes, and I don't want to go down that path.
Well, I'll tell you what goes far. Lots of money earned by getting kills with SMGs on glocking players.
That was
really
oddly
go far in
specific,
terms
but
of
yes, you're right.
getting the economy rolling.
Well, indeed. And for INTZ here, once again, the save. Going to go for the buy in that third round. JKS just jump spotting B doors here. Does have the backup of Jacob backside as well. So again, it's the JK duo holding down B. 3 players over on A, 2 towards long, as they're locking down site by himself. There's no utility here. If there was utility, INTZ could maybe get a plant short, but instead they're just going to flood out and they will most likely be taken down. There's the one player coming out ramp. The flashbang works perfectly. Easy mop up.
All 5 alive. Lovely.
Lovely jubbly. Now the buy though from INTZ. Going to get AKs and AWP out. See what they've got for us. Renegades on their part, most likely going to keep most of these lighter guns. Go for a bit of a bonus round.
But is it? Look how many utilities they have. That's a lot of money.
In terms of weaponry, it's a bonus round. But yeah, you're right. In terms of investment, it is not.
What are INTZ going to do? One of INTZ's biggest weaknesses is their indecisiveness on the T side. Hopefully we do not have to experience this.
Looks like they've got a pretty good plan here. They're going to flash Horvey into short. Use the bomb carrier, so that could have been a fraction risky, but Cello was right there to pick it up if anything did go awry. Once again, though, 3 players on A for Renegades. INTZ not putting any pressure anywhere else across the map, so no need for Renegades to get antsy and pull out a rotate. And that's the first time I've ever seen a grenade do the exact same amount of damage to 3 people. Everyone takes 25 damage.
A quarter for all of you.
But
we're not up to a whole yet. We're only up to 3/4. Fractions?
I understand that. I just don't know where it came from.
I don't know. How do I comment on that? You didn't really give me anything to work with. That's just a fairly random phrase. However, what's not random is decisively attacking the A bomb site.
Grak going to throw a Molotov out, a flash over, try and buy some space for himself, but will get taken down. In the end, though, it's all a bait for Azza. He's hoping they won't check this, but they will. They get there just before the flashbang as well. Liaz over on long with that UMP. Not a lot that he can really do here. His teammates have to make a bit of a play. JKS going to throw out the AK to allow Jacob to upgrade, but this bomb site well in control of INTZ here. This is going to be a save for the Renegades.
Yep. Not a whole lot that Grat and Azza could do. The counter flashes were not timed well enough, and the MP5s don't do very good damage to armored players. Oh man, I don't know.
JKS is just like, really, man? Just let me have this gun.
It's okay, it's fine. I won't do anything with it.
Exactly.
I swear I won't kill you next round.
Nothing will happen next round. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just let me have this. Which INTZ will in the end. They need to save all of their guns more than they need to go hunting the CTs. So Renegades will come through into round number 19 with 3 weapons still in their hands. 11-7 the scoreline now. INTZ looking to get back into this game.
It's a pretty good match. Pretty back and forth. What is going on? They're not buying. They're not going to buy.
Grat's going to full save to get an AWP and utilite next round.
Alright.
Interesting. These 3 guns have a lot of work to do, but one of them's already gone.
Really going to help the T's build up their money though, unless these rifles are able to do large amounts of damage, which Jacob has found none of. Oh, Grat. How long are your arms, mate? Not long enough.
They could have picked that up, but he went for the peak instead. Well, let's see what the 2 guns that are here are able to do. There's a flashbang, but it's a little bit premature when they have CZs and a UMP. You're not winning that fight at that range. Instead, they're going to boost up into... There you go. Boost up in short. And it's going to rotate on out, head over towards that B bomb site by the looks of things. Or actually, no, the bomb's still out long. It's just going to go for more of an even split.
Well, one of the strongest things you can do on Dust2 is to take Cat and Long off the other team, because it's pretty hard to defend that as a CT. As you can see.
Ooh, alright, Azza. Still though 1v3. Chances, and he will get caught out by Cello from Long. So INTZ going to take their 8th. Only 3 rounds behind the Renegades now, but here comes the buy that they were just saving for. Grat's got plenty enough money, and him and JKS both going to go for the AWPs.
The double.
Double AWP, as they don't call it. Coming out on CT side, Dust2 could certainly work against the only single, or the singular AWP on INTZ. That's KNG, who's had some pretty decent impact with the AWP so far tonight, on American time. Fast out through long though. Lias gets tagged down low, but Oops does a good amount of damage as well. Trades do favour the CTs in the end. I have no idea where that kill was.
Right through the smoke, buddy.
I think it was through the corner of the smoke, yeah. Jacob in the meantime has taken up a B. And he's going out through backyard.
On an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure. Like Bilbo Baggins, but Jacob, whatever his last name is.
Jacob Baggins.
Jacob Baggins, that's the one. There's that flank coming through. Grat, that could have been a really impactful kill, but Jacob's done enough. Despite getting tagged for 98, he's going to fall back.
They just go mid to B here.
Timing shot going to be missed by JKS. Wants to get up over and look over through the smoke, but he's going to miss the timing. That's the bomb. There's Jacob. If he had any more HP, he could have done that, but...
Double AWP. Oh, man.
KNG is going to miss his opportunity out long, but he'll hit the refrag on JKS.
So confident right now.
Mm-hmm.
KNG on point is a scary gamer to deal with.
Yes, indeed. He's also going to be able to get out top mid and cut off this rotate. Grat's going to beat him to it, but will he find the shot? No, he won't. He'll just get tagged for his trouble. Knows that he's low, and I thought I just heard a dink there. Maybe not. Either way, it's going to be KNG to close it. Looking good with the AWP now. 3 kills in the round, 2 rounds behind the Renegades.
Their economy is out of control, Tim. Renegades are going to have to run this one back the hard way.
I'm very confident JKS didn't see him there. Maybe he got a question mark on his map as he was dropping through.
Nope. He just knew.
Just knew. Just a gamer. Jacob's going to get tagged on the cross, but what does it really matter? It's just the USPs. Single P250. And KNG is going to finish off what he started with a second wallbang.
Banging all the walls.
Zan might be caught out by the 3 players in CT around here, but otherwise, no, he's just going to go out and get a big spray happening. Elias will trade it, but again, I don't think there's too much longevity in this round, really, for the Renegades. Svelte steps out and finds another one. All left up to Azza with just the USP already being wrapped on. Sure where this shot will be hit in just a moment as the bomb's going to go B safely. The remaining players hunting for Azza. He's found a dink. And he'll finish that kill at least. So every bit of damage here, I guess, will help. But the money's so well set for the T's that it really won't make a difference.
It is, isn't it? KNG is on 10k.
Mm-hmm. And more importantly is the fact that INTZ have diminished this lead to only 1 now.
Yeah, and Grat's money is not great. He's going to have to glass cannon the AWP. The rest of them doing okay.
There's the smoke. KNG going to be baited into shooting before they cross. Molly to stop the B rush. Nate in there to help out as well.
I'd like to see them start to mix up some of the plays with the AWP. Maybe getting walking into upper. Speaking of mixing up the play, walking out mid at this point in the game is going to be very difficult for Renegades to deal with.
Hazard at least comes through with a save there. Not sure where that was from, but now Jacob's starting to show up, getting involved here. We'll get overrun on the B bomb side, but it's a 3 versus 2. Smoke going to deny them for now, the molly as well, but all 3 players coming in from the same angle. The bomb not yet down. They've got time to work with, time to plan this retake and make it happen. And that was actually a T-side molly. There's another one that, okay, that one actually does find its mark. Adler, you've got to get out of there, but Grat straight through the smoke, drops the bomb planter. KNG left so low, bomb down, enemy control. Going to be an incredibly difficult round for him to get back into.
Yeah, just going to save the Whopper.
The big boy, as it's not called.
I would like to see you coin that term, though.
Nah, the big green, I think, is the more commonly accepted one. But
the more times that I can fit big boy into a class, the better.
This ain't it, Chief. But as you said, yes, KNG will indeed be saving. Looking down mid at the moment, hoping that someone on Renegades is going to give him an opportunity for an extra kill, but it will not be forthcoming.
So, good job to get around for Renegades, but now their economy is going to have to start getting rolling.
Yeah,
and
if they lose this
so
next
many
round,
more
they're
chances.
so in trouble.
Yeah. Some would say they're cooked.
Some would say that, and some would be right in that instance, but...
We need to start using other cooking terms.
Boiled. Fried. Roasted.
Broiled.
Broiled.
Baked.
Stewed.
Sous vide.
Sorry? I think that's one.
You know?
Sous vide?
Yeah, you want to
How do you
grab
sous
Google?
vide something?
You gently cook it in a water bath at an appropriate temperature.
What is an appropriate temperature?
Can't remember.
95.2 degrees Celsius. And
No,
no
it's
more,
a
no
very
less.
exact temperature though.
You said appropriate.
Tell
KNG
you what
gonna
else is
find the first
exact.
pick on Grat. That kill?
KNG's orb right now.
Yeah. You'd be right there. Jacob solo on B. A lot of work to be done by him if they do commit that way, but INTZ reconsidering their options, going to go back through T and figure out where to go next.
Victory in this round would be very damaging to Renegades' chances of winning this game, which I find myself surprised at saying. I didn't think INTZ were going to be able to run it up like this on Renegade, what I assume should be a better map for Renegades. But colour me surprised. Just when I count INTZ out, they impress me.
What color is surprised, so I know what color text to buy to color you in?
Probably like a light pink.
Okay. I was thinking more of a purple, so we're pretty
Yeah,
much
it
on
could
the same
be
page.
like a blue. Depends on what, if it's a scary kind of surprise or like a haha, I'm surprised that was a prank.
You can tell me which one it is later, because in the meantime, INTZ getting ready to make this play out into the A-bomb site. 3 out through long. NG still lurking out top mid.
They have so
Certainly has
many
holding short.
utilities.
They
Double
do
smoke
indeed.
on the cross.
And nade there as well to make sure that no one's sitting in the hole. Azza needs to be careful here, but we'll get the quick flick. Azza on the off is not something we're used to, but he's certainly making it work now. Still more players here, but 15 seconds. They just need to try and play time. KNG now picking up one in mid. There goes Azza as well. Liaz tries to make the play, but will go down in the flames. And now it's all up to Jacob. Coming in through CT. That molly going to be too late to deny that bomb plan, unfortunately. Now they know where he's coming from. One player above him, one player on site. And Jacob, such a difficult round. They spot him out, nothing he can do. INTZ,
Rip money.
they grab a round from the jaws of defeat. They clasp victory. And as you said, rip money.
And it feels
Renegades ain't got nothing.
feels so supple. They're actually just going to double save this, Tim.
They're going to give INTZ 13.
They're going to give in.
Bad quality.
Terrible.
But yes, as you say, it is just the pistols here. Love that boost because no one actually does it.
What do you mean?
And it gets caught out all the time.
Everyone does
I
that.
know.
It's normal. That's very normal for an all-pro and anti-eco.
No one does it in matchmaking, which is what matters. Gets
That's
patched up
where
everywhere.
I'm an expert.
Hey, wait, hold on. Liaz and JKS just got 2 USP headshots.
Yeah, let's just gloss over that one.
It's a 4v2.
Okay, that's probably more worth talking about. And Jacob has an AK and some armor. The dinks never stop! Stop it, Liaz! They've had enough!
He does so much damage to Phelps, though. It's going to force him into this A-bomb site, where admittedly JKS is here without a gun, but Jacob's already on the flank through long with that AK-47. And while I believe KNG is waiting for this, how long can he wait? He's busy throwing
He's
util, and
not.
there's Jacob. That's the bomb down. INTZ. An appalling round to be letting slip. Phelps just 20 HP. We'll find that kill into JKS at least, but bomb down. Needs to convert a 1v2, and while there's no armor on these players,
Actually,
they're actually going for the
bomb.
mind game. So letting him have the bomb, and they're going to go retake short.
Should be fairly obvious to Phelps, though.
He could go back out through long here. Instead, he's not. He's going to go back up to the cross, where on just 20 HP, all they need to do is crossfire this.
Hit him with the double wide peak. Yes. Oh, come on, INTZ. You were just starting to get me excited. Every time you let me down, just when I'm feeling it. Just when I'm like major second places. Could have won a major. That's what we expect to see from these guys. They ran that T side so good. They still are going to have the opportunity to keep closing this game out, but in losing that round, they've cooked their economy that they worked so hard to cultivate it. It was growing like a beautiful tree, and they set it on fire with their bad decision-making.
Oh, wow. Pulling no punches over here. Pilly with the tree metaphors. burning tree metaphors.
Yeah. Like, it's like that sad tree on the right, like a palm tree.
That tree's a happy little tree. What do you mean? Bob Ross is very upset at you.
I don't think he's got the capacity to do that.
How dare you? Jacob playing an off angle might be caught out by KNG. Smoke though to deny it. KNG is going to find it somehow. JKS flash out in a world of hurt. Not going to get anything. The split through mid's already come through as well. INTZ onto the B-bomb site for free.
A sharp entry from KNG on the AWP, and then the good old double crab walk peak. It's a classic.
Phelps ready on the hunt here as well. Azar just about going to retain control of that, but...
They need all these weapons. They really do. This is going to be one of those messy ones. This is going to be a very messy one, Tim.
It's already been a very messy game. It's going to stay that way. Renegades win a USP round and then immediately lose control of B. Going to be saving 3 guns. I don't think anyone from INTZ is going to get close enough. Nor will they be too interested in doing so. Their money is also bad. Cello's considering it, but can't really afford to commit any further in here. Looking for the AK, but it's already been taken by the T's. And he's not very happy about that. I meant to say CTs, by the way. Just to be clear.
The kind of guys.
Okay.
In the game.
The other ones. Yeah, look at this. Goodness me.
Stop it. It's not allowed.
Well, it was, and they did it. So 3 guns saved through for Renegades. We'll give them another buy here, but they need to figure something out.
Oh, AWP. And KNG's been so good with this AWP. Oh, thought he was going to get another one through the smoke.
Inches.
Every time I see him line up one through the smoke, it's a bit of a clincher. It's 25 for 12. Straight out mid for INTZ. And Renegades have seen this before, so Az is going to be a little bit more privy to that this time. But the smoke coming out, he's going to really struggle to help his best friend JKS.
Through the smoke with no flashbang, the play could have worked, but...
I think there was a flash from JKS there,
okay.
But it just was not very good.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Could have worked. Grat's now going to play the hole in the smoke if he can. Has to try stop this play. This is a great corner for Grat to be in. Lines up 2. The third player is there as well. He spotted it in great spray. Puts Zand on 20 HP.
Phelps is on the A-bomb site and has picked the long anchor.
This is also true. Zand grabs Jacob and lowers as well. So they have some control over both sides of the map now.
The mess.
It is going to be over towards A. Grat wants to grab that AWP here and try and hold off the long cross if he can, but concerned about close mid.
Damn it. He had the Bernie bottle, but he just throws it into middle. Could have used that to deny the plant.
Could have. Not going to happen though. Not going to be able to deny the cross either with a deep smoke CT. Once again, another round that INTZ should have no business in. Going to be pulling off. Is this a molly for short? Must be.
Good old skyboxes.
Nice.
Here goes Zand. Educational stream.
We're all learning today.
How to beat Renegades.
Just like Renegades, they're learning about mid to B and how not to stop it. Grat did well picking it up, or cleaning it up a little bit at least. He was able to get away with that AWP, but in the meantime, they gave Phelps a bunch of room to move. The round's been stolen away from them once again. So 13-13, the Renegades' money still not good. All this going 1-for-1 is killer for both teams' economies, but INTZ getting the better of it now. 3 players up, bit of money as well.
Oh, their economy is doing good.
And Orbeez found Grat.
$13-13, as you said. Was that a full resetty? First loss bonus or second?
That's first, I think. I'm pretty sure we've gone 1-for-1 in rounds.
That's not good. That's the opposite of good.
You're correct, it is. Which is indeed that, and like you said, INTZ, the economy is very well established for them now. Got a few players around the $6,000, $7,000 mark, and they're going for a play straight out through long. Coordinated flashbangs to get them out. JKS going for the primary AWP over Gratisfaction. Does have armor to back it up, I suppose. They did win this USP round last time, but surely not again. Surely not a second time. Too much to ask.
There you go. Opening up the round, he says cello, and Jacob unfortunately answered.
Goodbye.
Oh, it was so bad that it wasn't good.
So bad that it wasn't good. Yep, sweet. Boot in the ribs. Thanks, mate.
That's my specialty.
Love it.
There you go, JKS picks up KNG.
That's something at least.
That can be
grab.
a double... Wait, did he have a whopper?
I'm actually not sure. I didn't see that.
Might have given them the double whopper.
Not sure he did, but
Delicious.
Az is going to go for a cheeky bit of a play. Not going to find anything though. In the meantime, Grat's running back in through long to go grab that gun. Let's see. Is it an AK or is it a whopper? AK. All right. Thought he had a rifle.
Unfortunate. Would have liked to see him have the orb there. Suppose he can swap with JKS, trade Pokemon. My Pokemon is a Scopy one.
My Pokemon is an AK with grass on it.
What kind of grass is that? Could you identify that? Are you
Long grass.
qualified?
It has Pokemon in it.
Dear God.
Man, this is such a sticky situation for Renegades to be in. These rounds are just so tight.
The
But
money.
every time, yeah, exactly. They're just getting ruined.
It's the old
financially
case of
every
having no
time.
money.
They need to go to the bank and take a loan, but I don't think banks operate on Dust2.
Unfortunate. Maybe cash. I
It's
mean, they should have
pronounced
been playing
cash.
Overpass, sorry.
It's pronounced cash. Thank you very much.
They should have been playing Overpass.
Yes,
There's a bank there.
Overpass is the bank. Yep, I get it.
Aha.
Attack timeout, Renegades. A very crucial one as well. What is the change up here for them, Pilly? What do they do?
They have not been getting orb kills, and KNG has been getting a lot of orb kills on them. And that's been a theme in this Renegades roster, really. If Grat's not getting orb kills, the game is a lot harder for them to win. But when he's getting a lot of orb kills, they are able to win pretty easily. The main two, I would say, strengths for this Renegade side, oh, there's probably three, I would say, is the structure of how they sort of approach the map and how well drilled they try to be with the strategies. How good some of them are clutching and closing out the rounds, like between Grat, JKS, and double tack. Grat, JKS, Liaz, even Azza and Jacob can have some pretty good clutch rounds as well. Like, they all can be so clutch. And then also, the AWPing that Grat provides makes it a lot easier for them to win games sometimes. But all of those things are not really happening for them.
Not so far.
So
They now
maybe
sit
they
down
need
around.
some of those things.
Yeah, exactly. They now sit down around.
Plus, I feel like
Somehow.
INTZ has been able to sort of take control of long and stroll up short, and Renegades hasn't really been doing a fantastic job of contesting them.
Yeah, Renegades just haven't really been contesting too much of Ints map control anywhere, really.
I think that it's because INTZ is mixing it up so well. Like, they're hitting a bit of everything. Sometimes they go straight into B, they've gone mid to B, they've taken long, they've taken cat control. They've done a little bit of everything, and it's made it quite annoying for Renegades to try to change up the setups. Got to give credit to INTZ. They're being very impressive on their T side.
Very irritating to play against by the looks of things for the Renegades boys, but it's certainly credit where it's due. First contact is going to be the AWP of Grat here, and if there's a round, he needs to find a shot. Not able to do it now, and won't. Okay, will just about get away with the B-hops, but the A side is exposed.
They've
Grat needs
mixed
to
it
lock
up
this
again.
down.
The fast cat this time.
Double smokes onto the bomb side as well to allow them to plant safely, as is going to get overrun. He did get one, though.
Yeah, and with the pick from Grat, that's going to give them a nice 4-on-3. They need to take mid control now. Try to come in on the retake from multiple angles. Don't give INTZ too much room to work in this 3-on-4. Because I've seen the T's win post plants from short far too often in Pro League so far.
Let's see then. As Renegades get closer and closer to this retake. Two players over towards short. Well, one in Ninja, one on short, one on the bomb site. The peek comes out at the wrong time, but Jacob and JKS save the day. All on Zand. He'll get the one kill, but no more than that. The defuse is going to come through. A crucial one for Renegades.
3
The
alive
money,
as well.
Yep, 3 alive. Money still well established here for INTZ. They'll be able to buy in.
Yeah, Renegade's got to do it on hard mode. Back-to-back gunnies. There's no other way to be done.
Yep, and they've got to do it 16-14 as well. If they can win this one, there's still going to be another decent buy from INTZ. It's not going to be amazing, but
Dan's got the AWP.
Zan does have the AWP. It's not a spawn-based thing. I don't know, maybe KNG is just feeling the rifle today. Cello's going to bust out long first. Great counter flashes, though, from Renegades. Not going to be able to get any peeks off it, but done a great job
That
slowing them
last
down.
flash.
Yeah, that was clutch. They're going to boost Grat back up on the bomb side. No one's actually got an eye on that just yet, so Grat's going to have a lot of free reign to work with here. KNG's been swapped back onto the AWP as well. Maybe Zan went for a pick mid while his teammates took long control.
I think he just jumped in pit as well, so Grat's got to be very careful here.
He does. All 5 players out towards A long here. Satisfaction.
And we haven't
Work
really
on his
seen
shoulders.
INTZ throw those deep smokes yet. They usually just throw the 2 cross smokes, and they're doing it again. Oh, this is a lot of pressure for Grat to deal with.
There's the first one. Leas helps him out as well. Molly onto the ramp and onto Bomb. That's going to give him a lot of time. Cello going to be the next one up to the challenge. Grat hits a leg. That'll do. Lots of damage done. Just to buy some time for himself, though. Going to re-smoke. Try and help out, and that's a great shot onto KNG. Cello burns alive. Horvey gets one, but no more. Renegades are going to take 15. They are certainly doing it on hard mode. But they've got one more round. Otherwise, we're going to OT here. INTZ need to win a round with a pretty subpar buy. It'll be good enough for a few rifles, but no AWPs, limited utility.
This is where I'd like to see Renegades get in their face a little bit on this round. Because INTZ have been very good at setting the tempo on their T side, and we're going to see it again. It's a very quick one towards B, and with only 3 people in that area of the map and the Xbox smoke coming out, I'm going to assume that it's going to be another one out mid to B. And look at Renegade's setup. 2 people already in position. They're on short. This is the perfect setup to deal with exactly what INTZ is doing. There's the first pick for JKS onto top mid. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be around just yet.
Grat very close to all of these players. Hits a leg shot again, but still the damage is done. The molly into lower will help him out. Forces them out into mid, where Azza actually just given that up, repositioning over to help out with long, but now we'll go back, and that nade, not quite going to do enough damage. It's going to allow KNG out mid, but a quick flick from JKS will finish it up. Nade down as well. 3 versus 5 now. This could be the game here. Renegades might just be able to steal it away. 16-14. 3 versus 5.
Love the aggressive peaks up cat and mid from the AWPers on Renegades. It's exactly what they needed and what they were really lacking against INTZ so far. Closing out the post plants and the AWPs having a lot of impact is ticking 2 of the boxes they were lacking for a lot of the part of this half. 3 on 5 now.
Awkward engagement for both players, and JKS going to get caught out in the back, but Jacobs here, and there's Gratisfaction with the trade. Eventually, Renegades, they had the lead at several points. They got very, very close indeed, but a 16-14 will be the final score, and they will manage to grab a 2-0 over INTZ.
Yeah, really nice to see INTZ push them to the brink, though, and see some nice performances from both KNG and Phelps. KNG having a very, very good game, and that's what I really like to see, you know. Plenty of controversy surrounding him, but the main thing is that he is such a dangerous player when he gets going, and it's the kind of impact that he makes. He really gets in the other team's face. He makes those aggressive plays and aggressive peaks where he can win you the whole round very, very early on in the piece and make your life a whole lot easier, and that's what was really starting to make things quite difficult for Renegades. INTZ was really breaking their money time and time again, keeping things nice and close.
Having a quick look at some highlights here. There's some, I think there's going to be a lot for both teams, really. This was a very, very back and forth game. I'm actually amazed how back and forth it was. But despite INTZ pushing them to the very brink, all 30 rounds coming out, it still was a win for the Renegades in the end and a 2-0. So after being up 8-0 in Pro League, getting a 1-1, couple of 0-2s, and now back into things with a 2-0, securing themselves in quite a good spot here in the North American division of ESL Pro League for this season.
Yep. INTZ definitely needed these wins, though. I mean, they've been pretty far towards the bottom of the standings, and unfortunately, they don't quite get it done. They do, however, push Renegades a little bit, which is good to see. Especially on a map that they're comfortable on, right? Yeah,
exactly. All the way to 30 rounds, and a very near thing as well. So many of these force buys that had so much impact. Sick stuff from the Deagles. From all the guns, really, it's actually insane just how many, like, what a big variety of weapons we had these players being effective with, but in the end, it was the Renegades to take it out just in time.
Yeah, I feel like we pretty much summarized that game. I mean, once Renegades were able to get a lot of their win conditions online, it was easy for them to close it out against INTZ, and the round started to look much less close.
I mean, only like the last 2 though. Like it was neck and neck up until the last 2 or 3 rounds, and finally Renegades started to figure it out. Started to bring the AWPers, or not even bring the AWPers online, but have a bit more success with them. Get a few of their bigger players starting to step up. That's really what closed it for them, but a very near thing indeed, and I think they'll be quite happy that they did manage to come out of that with both wins. That almost wasn't the case. Like, stuff like this, these are pistol rounds that are going right down to the wire, like full USP saves.
That was a big silly one that INTZ definitely let Renegades back into it a little bit too much, where they could have stomped things out a little bit, but, you know, you always need the perfect call at that point of the game to really put the other team away, especially when the score lines are that close and you get, you know, your 9-6 halves and stuff like that, and you trade rounds back and forth. There's always the opportunity for whatever team starts to take the lead, the other team's going to be on the other side of it with the loss bonus, and especially if you take an eco and you had the loss bonus previously and you somehow end up winning that round or doing quite well in it, then that's going to be the boost you need to sort of push you over the top, and especially if you really are reliant on the AWPs making the impact and needing the money for that. It's going to help.
Yeah, big game, and the world certainly was watching. Intel doing giving us a good handout here with this is not the way I wanted this to go. But look, Intel processors, game record and stream without compromise. The world can watch you frag, or if it's me, not frag. But look, that was a heck of a game to watch. I think everyone would have enjoyed that one.
Yep.
Certainly very back and forth. I am still amazed by how close that got, given that both teams had like quite big leads at the start and at certain points. But Renegades come away with the 2-0. We now have one more series let's play for the day. Before we do that, though, if you do want to get better, improve your Counter-Strike skills, so maybe you can be like the Renegades, can go play on ESEA's servers. 128 tick matchmaking, all the fun stuff. Lots of good ranks for you to get better in and grind your way up towards the upper echelons of CSGO in whichever region you may be from. So go get on ESEA, check that out. Pillar, do you play ESEA? All the time. Correct answer. Makes you a better player.
Yes. Yep. To some extent, it does.
I mean, there's only so much polishing we can do. We do our best. Either way, we do have one more series for the day. It's going to be Envy, the new North American lineup of Envy, up against Made in Brazil. We'll see you for that right after the break.